enthusiasm, that's the whole thing. It's the greatest thing in the world, natural enthusiasm.
Oh, there's Rush in there. Rush! Goal! Ian Rush! Liverpool back in front.
Beardsley back to Barnes again. And Aldridge! A magnificent goal! Beardsley, Barnes, Aldridge.
Mellor, lovely cushion header, but Gerrard! Oh, you beauty! What a head, son! What a head! Well, you take a tap in these circumstances. What you have. Torres, Haim first to him. Torres gets past him and scores his first Liverpool goal on his Anfield debut. Sturridge again, can't let them fly, and does so brilliantly.
This is Solo P1. Welcome to the final whistle. The final whistle, Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. I wait to smash that like button before we start getting any further into this video. We're going to talk about it. We're not going to rant. We're going to dissect it slowly, and we're going to bring in the experts. Michael Hughes, my partner in crime. Toto Hammer!
Yeah,
big up Toto Hammer. Big up Toto by rocking the new Liverpool shirt. Big up. Anyway, before we start getting into the video, I don't want to rant today. I just want to dissect it the proper way, you know? Just dissect it and go through it, what went wrong. You know, what it is what it is. You know, we lost. I'm vexed. How are you feeling, bro? That's a rhetorical question, by the way. But anyway, how are you feeling anyway?
Well, overall, you know, of course, rhetorical question. Not you don't really need an answer for it, but yeah, not feeling great. I don't think there's any need to rant. I think by watching that game, that everything there is what you actually need to see about slots football. And you know, slots football was so good. First two games, you know, Leicester and all that, we were expected to win. Man United, that was our first real test, our first test of the season. Yeah, they passed it. And I was thinking, go to Nottingham Forest, we'll win. We're high expected to win. We should come out of a win with that one. But I started having flashbacks to last season where we had with Klopp with the back end of the season, where we played this this style of football where we didn't create nothing for the first 45 minutes. And the first 45 minutes when there was no goal or even a sense for attack, I was like, we're going to draw this game. We're going to draw this game. Because usually with Liverpool, we either concede first in the first half or we score first. And we didn't concede first or score first. I was thinking it's going to be a stalemate. It's going to be a draw. But, you know, as it started to come into the game, we're losing the ball too much, far too much. Salah as well. I don't know what he was doing on the right-hand side. And then, you know, I've been putting the subs. I think we switched the system up to a 4-3-3, the old 4-3-3 that we all remember when the new subs came on. And I think, you know, subs don't think any different, really. I think this just proves that how international break can break our players, and this proves we have no depth. And I'm not putting the blame on Slot. Not putting the blame on Slot. I don't think Slot has nothing to blame for this. You know, because after coming, winning against Leicester, winning against Ipswich, winning against but winning against Man United, played about the park. Look how fast we played against United. Look at the triangles that are on the pitch. Look at the Tiki-Taka football against United. Now, all of a sudden, when coming into this game, I don't see that at all. And I'm going through the players that were a bit later today, and it's not their fault. It's because of the international break. We got no depth. We got no, like, Elliott's injured now. Sabazalai played so well for Hungary in the international break. Now, as soon as they come off international break, they got a game a couple of days after. They got no time to rest, barely any time. The only option we had available of replacing Sabazalai and the players was Elliott. Elliott could either play right wing, attacking mid. He could play anywhere, you know, that 10 and the right wing. Yeah, he could either replace Salah or Sabo. What happened? Elliott got injured. And you see how one player could just hinder us. This is why someone like Gomez, for an example, that's why Gomez is such an important player. If Gomez gets injured, if someone is so versatile at the back and can just replace anyone at the back of the injured or not feeling that game, he can easily fill in. If we miss out one of them players, and key players to our club, and I call him a key player because he's a key player and I think he's a good player, Gomez. If he gets injured, we've got no one to replace. Barely anyone to replace at the back. So we've got to survive till January. We've got to survive until 2025, until the transfer window opens. You know, because we have no hope at this point. I think I don't know. So that's my opinions on it so far. The game.
Right, I'm going to address what you said about regarding the team and the depth and all that. Yeah. So, do you think that they left Slot short? The recruitment system. You think the left slot short. We know that we needed a 6. I know we got Gravenberg, but we needed a 6. A proper 6. He was born a 6, plays as a 6. You think that he left us short regarding the defense as well? That we needed a left centre back, we didn't get one. Maybe we got Kaiser. He's like, obviously he's going to rotate with Salah, but again he could rotate on the left as well because Kaiser can play on the left and right, so that's a good thing. But do you think overall that the left slot a little bit short? Obviously, in my opinion, I think they did. I think the left slot short. Buying only one player in the transfer window is not good. It is not. It's just not good. So what's your thoughts on that? Really? Do you think the left slot short?
Yeah. Arne Slot, of course, has no control in the transfers or anything like that. All he can say is what he wants. He does have no say in transfers, doesn't know if he comes to the club or not. All he says is what he wants. And they didn't give him anything. Like, when Klopp was there, he was in control of basically everything. Transfers, if he wanted a player, he would get it. Like, Arne Slot has been denying lots of players, but he never got half of them. He hasn't got his team that he wanted. He's still got Klopp's team from last season. I think the only player we bought is Chiesa, and Chiesa's not even getting a game. I'm surprised he wasn't in this game.
Maybe he's not ready. I know I saw him in training, Chiesa. I saw some videos in training and he looked good. I think if he was ready, I think Slot would have played him. A game with this, it won't really. Let's face it. Look, they haven't beat us at Anfield since the 60s. Nottingham Forest. I think it's 1962. That's the last time they beat us at Anfield, Nottingham Forest. So our record against Nottingham Forest at home, we was expected to win this game. We never won the game. So I thought he was going to play him as well. I thought he was going to actually play Chiesa. But obviously Chiesa must be not ready yet. Because if he was ready, he would have played him. Because like he was talking before about Mo Salah looked, he was wasting the ball. He was a waste man today. He was wasting. He didn't pass. When Mo Salah gets in that mode where he just doesn't pass, he just wants to take everything on. He was in that mode today. He didn't want to pass the ball. He didn't want to assist no one. He just wanted to try and score, and obviously it didn't work. So I thought he would have took Mo off, but I'm not sure. Do you know if Chiesa was on the bench?
No. Chiesa.
So there you go. Then he's not even on the bench. So obviously he's not ready yet, Chiesa. But hopefully that we're going to see Chiesa soon. But regarding the team overall, I thought Trent today losing the ball a lot. He lost a lot of balls. I know we're going to get into the player ratings now, but I thought Trent today looked really lethargic. He lost that ball so many times in midfield. He started off at the right back. Easily, people always look. He's not really good at holding up the ball. Trent, he's good at passing the ball, world class. But when it comes to holding up the ball and taking people out, obviously, that's not his game. It doesn't really work. Even when Slot moved him into midfield in the second half, when he kind of moved him into midfield a little bit, it still didn't work. So, I don't know. For me, with Trent, what I found out about Trent, as the game goes on, if the game's not going Trent's way, he seems to have like a strap. He goes on one a little bit, and sometimes that's not cool. It's a team game. And you expect your world-class players to step up. Big up, Uncle Rod. Yeah, we're doing fine, bro. We're doing fine. Big up. And you, man. Big up. Big up, man. It's nice that you're on here again. You know what I mean? It's good. Back in the day, man. It's all good, man. It's all cool. Big up, man. Every time. Go subscribe to Uncle Rod. Every time. Big up. So, yeah, I want to know people's thoughts on the game today. For me, I just thought Trent lost the ball a lot today. Salah was just wasteful, and for me, Mac 10, McAllister did look fit because I heard that he picked up some foot injury during the international break. Right, he's gone far to the international break. He come back, he looked tired. Him and Szoboszlai both looked tired. Szoboszlai and McAllister both looked tired today. And look, we know it's the international break and it's the same for everybody, but it is what it is, isn't it? Look. I thought they looked tired today, McAllister, and it looked like he's carrying a slight injury, maybe. So what was your thoughts on them as well?
Yeah, McAllister nowhere near good enough, too slow. I think Gravenberch as well. Putting so much work these games in the international break. It's all down to the international break at the end of the day. It was Arne Slot's first view of the international break and what it could do for the players. Hopefully he learned from this. But I don't think it's entirely his fault, in my opinion, because
whose fault? Arne Slot.
Arne Slot, because
no, it's not. No. I'm not blaming Arne Slot. I'm just
saying. No. I'm saying, I think our double pivot was a bit sloppy today.
Yeah.
No creativity, nothing at all.
None at all.
I think our defence was solid, in my opinion. I think Kanate and Virgil were solid. Robbo today looked slow, of course, due to the international break. This just drained him. It drained all the players. Robbo was looking great the past couple of games. Now all of a sudden he's looking back to the.
You're about Robbo now. Robbo.
He's looking.
He struggled, didn't he? He did struggle. Sorry for interrupting. I think he did struggle, especially in the final third, and he was struggling in the final third.
Yeah, there was one time in the game where he was overlapping, and then as we were losing, I think Nunes played a pass to him. Nunes lost the ball, then he won the ball back, and then passed it to Robbo. And then Robbo could have controlled it with his back heel, and then forgot to control it. Then we lost it, and it was not an Forest goal. Goalie had the ball with basically a goal kick. So there was no awareness, there's no sharpness. So we needed a big transfer window. We needed a lot of players in this transfer window. It's starting to show up now. Of course, it's good that if you think about when we started the Premier League, our team was good as it is, right? Our team was good. McAllister and all that, it's all good. But what's really lacking is the depth and the players. And we needed more players to sign. We needed a 6, we needed a left centre-back, we needed maybe another 6, another midfielder. We don't know, right? Because international break hurts players. It makes them tired. Because after international break, you only have a couple of days to rest, and then that's it, done. And
you know what else as well for me. Now, when Arne Slot comes to the football pitch, remember to the football pitch. What we're talking about. When he came to Liverpool, okay, that's what I meant to say. When he came to Liverpool, I said I'm going to give him a year. You said that, I said that. We both said it. We're going to give Arne Slot 1 year, 1 season. I'd say 1 season, all right? I'm not going to be one of these fans where if he loses a couple of games, I'm going to jump on him and say he's not the guy. I'm not going to be one of these fans, or on the other side, if he wins 2 or 3 games in a row, he's the guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to dog him, and I'm not going to big him up. All I'm going to say, let's see how the season goes. When the season finishes, then I'll address it, and then I'll say, right, I think he's the guy, one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be reactional. I'm not just going to go, right, oh, he's won 3 games in a row. That's it. He's the guy. Oh, he's lost 3 games. He's not the guy. I'm not going to be like that. I want to judge him on the season. I want to see how he reacts, how he subs, how he acts under pressure. When he's under pressure. Because it's all right when you're winning, but when you're down 1 or 2-0 in the Champions League quarterfinals, you're going to see how your manager reacts in it. So I want to see how he reacts. Now, today, I don't really blame Slot today. The players, like you said, I agree. I think the players look really tired. But again, people was jumping on Arne Slot, saying he was the best manager, calling him Arne Slot, Arnfield and all that, The guys had 3 or 4 games for Liverpool. The first game we was expected to win. We played Ipswich Town away and we won 2-0. Okay, we move on to another game. We played Brentford, right? We was expected to win that game. You get me? We was expected to beat Brentford. It was at Anfield and we were expected to win that game. And then we played Man United. Like you said, Man United was a test, but let's face it, look at Man United. Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. I've never known a team that's gone hot one match and cold the other match. They'll lose 3-0 and then the next game they'll go and smack a team 5-0. That's what Man United is like. So when we played Man United, we went to Old Trafford. Yeah, it was a kind of a a test for Arne Slot. But again, we won 3-0, and then we started getting all these rival fans saying, "Oh, you might break the record if you get to the fourth back-to-back conceding the goal." No manager's ever done that. I'm going to ask you something, Toto. Did you actually care about if we conceded a goal? For me, all I care about is winning.
I think it
I don't care.
I think it was just cherry picked by the fans. I think
By the rival fans.
Bit over the top, yeah. Saying, "Oh yeah, he hasn't conceded 3 goals." So what? We're going to concede a goal anyway. It'll be a miracle. It'll be a dream. We can dream, right? We can dream that we can go a whole season without even conceding the goal. Because no one's done that. No club.
Now, I think the record was 4 games without conceding a goal. No one's ever done that. So if Arne Slot would have won today, say 1-0, we would have had the record.
Record what? Record. All I care about is the league. That's all I care about.
All I care about is just winning games. I don't care if we win 5-2, 5-3. I just want to win the game.
I just want to win trophies this year. I want to come home with a trophy. I want to come home. Champions League is going to be hard. It is going to be hard. The Champions League, especially our pool. We've got Real Madrid in our pool. So don't know exactly what they're doing there, but
but if you look at the others, we should beat the others.
Yeah. So I just want to win games. I just want to get in the Champions League positions again. I want to finish top 4 at the end of the season because it's going to be a process. If Arne Slot finishes top 4, credit, right? Credit to you. If he finishes top 4, it's good, right? We'll keep him for another season. The next season, right? When again, I'm not gonna mention the transfers. He has no control over transfers. I'm talking about next season. Next season ages away. When it hits January, our owners, or not our owners, our sporting directors, right, like Edwards and all that, they need to pull some money from out the bank and go buy some players. Right, we got to buy a 6. We got to buy a left-footed centre back. Mate, look, at this point, we need to buy a striker because Jota's not in form, Gakpo's not in form, Nunes is not in form. None of our strikers are in form. You got Jota, sloppy, Nunes, sloppy, Gakpo, sloppy. Right? We've got no good striker at the moment right now. Yeah? So, right, we've got to buy a striker. That's one of our priorities. A striker and left-footed centre-back. I think our striker is probably one of our main priorities now because look at City, man. You got Haaland scoring 8 goals already. 8 goals. The
T500, man.
It's been 3 games. I don't know. It's been 3 games now.
The guy's an animal. The guy's a robot, man.
Scored 8 goals. He's going to finish the Premier League with over 60 plus goals. Mark my word, he's going to be scoring hat-tricks after hat-tricks. You got Brentford scoring first, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Brentford shocked City." They haven't shocked anything because last season, right, I saw low teams scoring first, and then City within 5 minutes bangs in 2 goals. It's just typical City. City's going to win the league again, in my opinion. Right? I don't know about you, you people. I think City's going to win the league again. Maybe Arsenal second. Don't know. Right? I don't know about second, third. To win the league, I think it's going to be City once again. That team is just too good. It's run like a what's the word called? I don't know. Right? But you got a Terminator and striker, scoring single one. You got De Bruyne. You got Bernardo Silva. You got so many good players there, man. You got who's the other one? Doku. Look, you got a lot of good players. Right, I City, Rodri, right? Ruben Diaz. You got Kyle Walker. You got Ake, John Stones. You got I'm just remembering all the defenders.
I know what you're saying, man. I know what you're saying.
But enough for me waffling on about City. We all know what's going on there. But we need a deadly striker, man. We got to buy a striker. We see this now. We got to buy a striker. Gakpo's not.
Yeah, you're right. Go on. You're right.
Gakpo's not in form. Nunes is not in form. Jota.
Exactly. Talking to Jota, I was just, talking to Jota. Look, I'm not running the man down. Jota is very clinical. Very clinical. One of the best, probably the best striker we got at the moment. but he's not firing on all cylinders lately. He's not really been playing lately. Now, if it was me, we when we done the player review the other day, we both discussed this and we both said that why don't we start Nunes? Jota's had a couple of games where he's kind of stunk it up on the pitch. Why don't he start Darwin Nunes? Give Darwin Nunes a chance and see Wagwan. Don't bring him on in the last 20 minutes. Give him a 1 or 2 full games. Give him a chance and see what happens. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is Darwin Nunes seems like a player where he lacks a lot of confidence if you don't play him. Now, he's probably looking at the manager on his lot and thinking, this dude don't like me enough. He's not playing me. He's only bringing me on when he's desperate. Why am I here? Now, for me, I think Nunes, I would like to see Nunes play under Arne Slot regular.
Yeah.
Now, obviously Jota's my first choice, but if Jota's not playing, if Jota's not putting in the work, if Jota's not performing on the pitch, then let's bring Nunes on and see what happens. You don't keep using the same player over and over again if he's not working. Try something different. Bring on Nunes. Now we both wanted this. It didn't happen. Now, if Nunes played 3 games like Jota did, and he was performing bad like Jota, imagine the fans. The fan base would be saying, Nunes out, get him out of the club.
Yeah.
Stinking Nunes, get him out. That's what people will be saying. Now, because it's Jota, I don't hear that. I'm not hearing nothing from the fan base. I'm not hearing nothing from the fan base. I'm just hearing silence. Now, if that was Nunes in Jota's position, Nunes would get the hate from the fans online. The hate. Today, he was only on for what, 20 minutes today? 25 minutes? And as soon as the game finishes, I heard on Twitter, I listened to all the comments, and all I heard was the narrative is, Darwin Nunes, I don't want him at my club. I don't want him at my club. The guy he's only played, 35 minutes of football since Arne Slot's there. So I just don't understand, we should just use the same energy. People should just admit to themselves that Jota just hasn't been playing good lately. I'm not saying he's not going to be playing good in the future, but lately he's been playing rubbish. What's your opinion on it, bro?
About who? About who are you talking about again?
About playing Nunes and the hate that Nunes gets and Jota's not getting it.
Yeah. You can already see. I see people on Twitter saying Nunes and Gakpo, it's time to go. Putting the little memes and videos up. I'm interested in all that, in my opinion. I just care about people's opinions, But yeah, Nunes needs a game. I think Gakpo needs a game as well. Diaz again. Diaz was slappy today. All our players were slappy today. I'm not pointing out Diaz. All our players were slappy today. I think that Arne Slot should have started Gakpo instead of Diaz and maybe Nunes instead of Jota. Try that because Nunes can't make an impact as soon as he comes on. Right? That bigger an impact, score a goal. You didn't expect him to do that, right? Nunes is that kind of player that he needs a full game to get every chance he gets. He needs every single chance. He needs all the chances he can get. Gakpo as well, slow starter. Look at Gakpo back in the people are forgetting what Gakpo did to back in the last season. Some people are forgetting that. Why do some people want Gakpo gone? People are forgetting what he done last season, back in the last season. Scoring, in form, finishing, right? And this was when Jota was injured and he was starting in the false 9, right? Not false 9, I think it's starting the wings. I think it was wing.
Yeah. I think Jota's better on the coming from the side, on the wing and cutting in. Yeah,
because he can play there. He can play left wing.
I don't think Jota's as good as like a false 9, like a centre forward. He likes coming off the corner, like running up the corner, not on the wing, but on the bit like Amri used to. Amri used to run up a little bit on the left and just cut in. I think Jota's better like that. I do.
Yeah, because Jota can play there, and I think he played it for Portugal a couple of times, and he played actually well there. So I don't understand I don't want to stick the same 9 up because 3 games now. Is this game day 3 or game day 4? I don't know. 4. Game day 4, right? It's been 4 games and we're stuck with the same 9 up. Please, please, please do not let it be that we'll start with the same lineup in the same game. Next game.
Who have we got to replace them with? This is what I'm saying about
Well,
squad.
we can start Nunes. We can start Nunes instead of Jota. We can start Gakpo instead of Diaz.
And we can start Timmy Castle instead of Robbo.
Yeah, because Robbo needs a rest. He needs rest. You saw everyone on that pitch need rest today, except for my two centre backs. I think our two centre backs did all right.
Yeah,
we could see that.
Virgil was good. He was just same old Virgil. You know what you get within the Rolls Royce.
Yeah. I think when Bradley came on,
he did make a mistake though with that goal. He was nowhere to be seen. With that goal that when they scored, it was kind of nowhere to be seen. A bit Virgil, he went a bit missing.
I think that was Canate. I think that was Canate driving.
I know, kind of Canate as well.
But Alisson should have done better, in my opinion.
Yeah, but he didn't ricochet off the post though. They're winning.
No, he didn't go off the post. He just.
I thought he'd come after. He was like an impact thing. I thought
he slotted off bottom right, and just don't understand why Alisson didn't save that. He looked weird. Again. I don't know what happened there.
But it is what it is. Look, it is what it is. We're gonna get into the player ratings. We're gonna bring it up now. We'll do our thing, man. We'll do our thing. We're gonna do what. We'll see what happens. Look, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next game. It is what it is. You know how it goes. We march on, innit? We march on, man. There you go. We march on. There's our player ratings. We march on. So it is what it is, and you know what I mean. We're just gonna do our thing. That's nothing we can do about it, The beat there, we just got to move on. Hopefully, like the saying, not my what's a good saying, and I like this saying as well. I always live my life by this saying: you learn more by losing than winning. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
So now Arnie Slot knows Wagwan. Yeah. Maybe he can learn from this. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I don't want to run the man down. It's too early in the season. I can't run the man down. I gotta give him a season. I'm not gonna go, oh yeah, Arnie Slot, get out my club. No way, man. I'm not doing that, man. Give him a season and see what I go on. Unless we dramatically drop off. I'm on about start losing 8 games in a row, one of them ones. Then that's different. But apart from that, you can't be doing that, man. So go on then. I'm gonna just bring this up. I'm just gonna edit this as well. Sorry.
Yeah. I think with player ratings is that there's not going to be no one above 8. I don't think anyone's giving it 7.5 mark maybe. I think all our players today were just average, damn below average.
I know.
So sloppy, fatigued. They look like we're just walking around. No sharpness like it was against United, where we just created pure triangles. Played Rondo, we played Piggy in the middle with Man United, right? Yeah. It was so good football, but now comparing that football we could see in Man United, and now comparing that to the Nottingham Forest game, when Nottingham Forest, where we played better than Nottingham Forest, in my opinion. We lost the ball a lot, but I think overall we controlled it. But Nottingham Forest defending was so good today, and we could not break. Alex Moreno for Nottingham Forest, that left back, right? He was locking down Salah all game. Salah could not get a look in. Alex Moreno was locking in Salah, locking out Salah every single time they come down that wing. Boom, the ball is intercepted from him. Every single time they come out from that wing, it's intercepted from him. So I don't know. That's all I can say, really.
Yeah, I'm just setting this up. Sorry.
I think our defence was overall solid. Our 2 centre backs, and I think when Bradley came on, he was so good. In my opinion, I think Bradley, when he came on, he provides stability on that right back. Plus, Trent moving up to midfield.
Yeah.
Being that 4-3-3 formation again. So, and then the 4-3-3, we looked worse or the same. I didn't really see a difference between the two formations. Of course, Slot can change his tactics at any time.
I'm just putting my notes right, sorry.
But yeah, with Slot's tactics, all the players need to be on point. If you're going to play like that every single game, you got to have sharp players. If you're going to have the little attacker triangles and all that, if you wanna look like prime Barcelona, you've got to have quality players. I think we got quality players, and I think we got quality players. If they can't stay sharp, match sharp, right? And this is the Premier League, man. This is the Premier League, fast pace. Any drop in fatigue or match sharpness, you're gonna get punished, and we got punished, right? We didn't see that Liverpool was saw against United. We didn't see that Liverpool against Leicester, and we didn't see that Liverpool what we were against Ipswich. We didn't see any of that quick football passing. It's like Gravenberch. His vision is just gone down the pipe hole. Like what happened? What happened with Gravenberch?
I do not know, man.
What happened with them?
This is what I'm saying. Look, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying. Look, I like Gravenberch. Give me 1 second, my mic's playing up. I like Gravenberch. Yeah, 1 second. I like Gravenberch. Yeah, I like Gravenberch. But at the end of the day, right? Look, he's had 3 good games for Liverpool. 3 good games. And I'm look. I wanted Zubamendi, didn't happen. We got him instead of Zubamendi. Maybe till January, okay. But at the end of the day, give the man a chance. Look, he had 3 good games, and a lot of people just loading him up, calling him Busquets. You know what I mean? Calling him Busquets, the next Busquets. And I just don't understand about our fan base sometimes. Let the man breathe, let the man play, and see how it plays out. Okay, he's had 3 excellent games for Liverpool, and I like Gravenberch, but to see what happens, I'm like that. I don't like just. I want to give it time, I don't, because what happens when you put people on a pedestal, yeah, and they suddenly drop off, then they get the hate. You get me? Just see what happens. Just see what happens, and let the game play out. That's all I'm saying. Just let it play out. But Gravenberch, I like Gravenberch. You know what I mean? I really like Gravenberch. I think he's an excellent player, and the last 3 games, he's been our best player. So let's start with Alisson now. For me, really tested. Until Hudson's goal, obviously. He didn't really, like I said, he weren't tested, didn't really move much. You reckon that was a problem, maybe because he didn't move much in the game? I know Ali's always ready and waiting for the game. But do you think when Liverpool played this game, you think Liverpool went in there a little bit arrogantly, thinking, it's only Nottingham Forest, we should beat them? Because Alisson, like you said, he should have saved that goal and he never. You think he was a bit off a bit? Maybe he wasn't sharp enough. Maybe he took him unawares. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, all our players were unsharp, especially Alisson.
Yeah.
I think that Alisson all game he did all right though.
I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 10 now, by the way.
Yeah, he did all. I think if it weren't for the goal, if we would have drew, I would have gave him a 7. I think he did all right all game.
Yeah.
He should have saved that goal. That's just in my opinion. I don't know Alisson's point of view. I'm not a goalkeeper. It don't matter, right? I haven't got Alisson's point of view. And I don't know what happened there. Alisson's, I don't know. But, yeah, in my opinion, should save that goal. It was a good finish. It was a good placement over power. But, yeah, I'll just give Alisson 6. Yeah, at 6.
We've got a call. Trent Alexander attempted to score from a corner. Fucking crazy. Forcing the save. Somebody lovely. Look, this is a guy, Trent Alexander, brilliant pass for the game. But again, for me, he was lacking in defensively. And I think that really gets on Slot's nerves, that he loses the ball a lot, because he's a right back / midfielder. Trent's one of those players, you don't know where to play him, do you? First you play him in the right back, and then you play him as the whatever, coming up. But again, when it comes to defence, he does lose the ball a lot. And today, for me, he was lacking in defence. As the goal really came down to his on his side. The goal came down on his side. So for me, Trent Alexander, I'm going to give him a 4, in my opinion. I just think a 4. He's not getting no more than a 4 off me.
With Trent.
No, what? Sorry, I'll give him a 5. He wasn't poor, but I'll give him a 5. Standard.
I think he was the one who was doing the most crosses, obviously. I did see that vision from the first 3 games. I think this game, I didn't see any of that. Offensively, he looked sloppy.
That's what I'm saying. Defensive, the passing brilliant. You can't knock him for the passing.
I'll say
know,
5. I'll
five?
say 5.5. 5.5 maybe. His passing was well, but defensively, sloppy, man.
No.
And I think when Bradley came on, there was stability straight away.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll get to Bradley in a minute. Ibra Konate, absolutely for me, monstrous in defence like always, in the air.
Good.
This is why Quanta is going to be struggle for Quanta to get back in the team. The only time Quanta is going to get back in the team when we're getting them cup games. If you look at our squad depth, all right, there's a lot of teams that's got squad depth, but it's a quality of squad depth, isn't it? And for some reason today, players that are excelling in Slot's team, one of them is Ibra Konate. Absolutely monstrous today in defence, in the air, strong. His distribution was absolutely amazing. But you would remember the substitute 15 minutes. Kind of worried me a little bit. I know it was 15 minutes ago, but he got subbed and that left us with a back three, with just three at the back. But apart from that, that was Arne Slot's obviously decision, being the manager. But as a individual, Ibra Konate today, 7 out of 10. In my opinion, I thought it was absolutely excellent today. 7 out of 10 for Ibra.
Amazing. Interceptions, amazing. Aerially amazing.
Much better than Saliba, by the way.
Much better than Saliba, in my opinion. You know, so
okay.
Van Dijk and Konate, I think, one of the two best. I think Van Dijk's best defender in the Premier League. And Konate as well. I think
Van Dijk's the best defender in the world.
I think Konate is second best defender in the league.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Konate today, absolutely amazing. Of course, I think he was to blame with that goal.
You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna give him a 7. Wall-ish.
It was either for me a 6.5 or 7, but I'll give him 7 because they're good interceptions. If he didn't make that mistake, I would have given him 7.5. But yeah, things happen in it. So yeah, 7.
Yeah. So we're gonna go on to Virgil van Dijk.
Same rating.
Calm.
7.5.
Now I reckon it's about similar. Calm and composed, strong defensively, like always, doing his thing. Strong defensively in his distribution as well. But was sub with 50. Strong with his distribution. But for me, and I'm just gonna say, and I know you bring up Virgil, and I like Virgil as well. But he was nowhere to be seen with that Hudson goal. Inside, before the goal, he was nowhere to be seen. When you see something like that, you need to come and help out your partner. You get me? And he was nowhere to be seen, in my opinion. I think he could have done a little bit better trying to help out Konate. Wasn't there?
Yeah, because Konate.
Yeah,
I think Konate was delaying him, and of course, what you got to do as a defender.
You got to come and you know when you're defending, when you got two centre back, when you see your man in trouble, or you can sense the trouble coming, you got to come over.
If your left back gets done over, right, you got to come over, or that
and put your body on it, put your whole body on it,
or that guy gonna.
I'm just thinking of a scenario. You get some little whippersnapper left winger, try to go try to dazzle up someone, and all you see is the big body, boom. There's nothing. Big Konate or Virgil.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty of doing this one time. I think I was playing once in the centre back role. My left back got done over. I came over, then all of a sudden I slowed down, and then
never slow down.
I slowed down. Basically, I was in the centre back position. My left back got done over. Because he was a fast winger. I came over. I don't know what I did. I slowed down a bit and allowed him to put on his right, and he scored. And there was a bit of anger going through inside of me, but I kept on going, did what I could. But you can't slow down when your left back gets done over.
The first thing you do is just go on, carry on.
You can say your point after mine. But I think as a defender, you don't need to always make the tackle. But I always have that opinion that you don't always need to make a tackle. You either got to make the shooting angle complicated for the attacker, or you delay them enough until you get the other man to come over and make the tackle or clear the ball, right? You just got to delay. If he scores, you can blame him on the other players because they didn't come over and help. Or you could even say the keeper should have done better. But yeah, Konate, I think done what he could. Van Dijk should have definitely come over and helped. I think Van Dijk was a bit behind. I don't know where he was. None, like you said, non-existent. No helping. But yeah, so Van Dijk for me 7, same as Konate in my opinion. The centre backs are always got a say in either conceding goals. Not always have a say unless it's a free kick. The centre backs don't really have a say in that one. That more down to the keeper maybe. But yeah, Van Dijk for 7. I think should have helped.
I'm seeing enough comments in the group saying I said all along Slotty's not the guy. Crap head coach. That's no good business. Fuming. I said, he goes, I agree with you. He goes, someone said, I agree. We are going backwards, but people want to say I'm negative. It's true sometimes. Look, I ain't agreeing with what he said, or I'm not disagreeing. But with a fan base, not just Liverpool fan base, with all football fan bases, what happens is, soon as you disagree with someone and you believe this person's not good for the football club, they always come out and say, "Oh, you're just negative." It's easy to come out and say negative. They won't just try and have a proper conversation and say, "Why are you negative?" They just say, "Oh, you're negative. You're just negative." You know, one of them, because you don't agree with them. But it is what it is. What we give with Virgil?
7.
7.
I think people should calm down in my opinion about Slot. I see people going personal about him now.
Already, you see. Remember last week?
What?
Remember last week? Oh, he's a brilliant manager. He's the next big thing. And all of a sudden, we get a loss, and the momentum just changes. This is what I said at the beginning. Give him a season.
I'm seeing people talking about his misses now, which is a bit. I don't even want to mention that in the stream, but it's why people going personal deep now, man.
His emotions are running high.
Slot. I think people need to take a breather, count to 10, close their eyes, take 10 deep breaths, and count to 10. Right? They need to calm down because look, we all know, right, what emotions feeling after seeing your football club lose, and especially seeing Man United win, which fuels me even more. Seeing United win and us losing in the same weekend, right? It happens. International break. You've got to think of it. You got to take all the emotions out of you and think about it and calculate. We've just come off international break. The Arne Slot first vision of Liverpool after coming out in international break, right? And he knows this now. Will he learn? That is the question. Will he learn after the next international break? Will he rest the players? Will he put them back up? Because I'm not saying Arne Slot is
Facts about what Anfield Rods. Because I've just said a lot of things. I don't know what you're talking about. Go on, continue. Yeah. Sorry, Toto.
But I think with Arne Slot that he's got a minimal player list to work with.
Yeah.
No depth. People need to think about that. It's not going straight to the manager. You got to think about what we've got in our club, right? Nuno coming for international. Did Nuno come for international break? Don't know. But it was the Nations League that was on. The Nations League. We've got England playing, Germany playing, got Portugal playing, Jota's probably playing, right? McAllister playing. Of course, McAllister in the Copa one. He's in the Copa. Probably they had their qualifiers as well. Of course, Brazil and all that was playing. But you get my point, right? There's so many players on international break that were fatigued and sluggish today. Arne Slot's not going to all of a sudden change his football. He's not dumb to just change his football all of a sudden and let the players get used to it again. No, he's not going to do that. The only way a system works if your players are sharp, right, alert at all times. Our players weren't alert at all times today.
No.
Right? I think
I think they were tired.
They were tired. It's simple.
They were tired.
Words to say. They were tired. It's simple. Right? And that's what you got to put it. We shouldn't be going all personal and deep with this manager. Don't be a Chelsea fan base where they're telling a manager after a couple games, right? And replace the manager 100 times in the season. That's over exaggerated.
I know.
Right? You get my point. They'll replace their manager 200 times. Oh, their manager can win 30 games.
Yeah.
Their manager, Chelsea's manager, can go undefeated. But if they lose one game, out. Get them out. Right? Let's go personal. Let's go deep. Let's go into family.
I know.
Let's go deep.
It's just football. It's just football.
You know.
It's just, look, we're passionate about the club. I get it. But I said it all along. I'm going to continue to say it. Give the man a season first before you start saying if he's good or if he's bad. He's going to make mistakes. People are going to make mistakes. You got to see what he's like when he's tested. Like I said, when we get in the Champions League, if we're in a Champions League knockout game, we're 1-0 down at halftime. Second half comes 20 minutes to go. What do you do? Who do you bring on? What tactics do you do? What tactics do you employ to make us win that game? That's when he's not going to be tested yet. He's got to be tested when he's in that scenario when we play knockout football, knockout stage football, FA Cup, semi-final of the FA Cup. There's a chance for us to get in the final of the FA Cup. We've got Man United or we've got Chelsea in the semi-final. We're 1-0 down at half-time. What do you do? That's when you know when the manager's good. You have to test him. Now, this game is what it is. Look, we lost against Nottingham Forest. Everybody's emotions is up. I get it. My emotions are up. I'm not going to come here and start ranting about it. It is what it is. For me, I'll say it at the beginning or when I get to him. I'm going to say it now. I think they should have started Nunes just for one reason only. I think Justin was on his international break with Thingy as well. I don't think Nunes played his international break because Nunes is banned, isn't it? He's banned for like 4 or 5 games. So I know I don't think he travelled. So Nunes is fresh. He's been on the bench to see what happens. They give Nunes a full game on his slot and see what happens. You know, one of them. They could have done that, but he chose not to. You know what I mean? And Elliott getting injured didn't help either. You know, that didn't help. But it is what it is. Let's move on to the next one. It is Andrew Robinson for me. He struggled to get in the final third. I said this before. He struggled to get in the final third. He did okay defensively. But again, he kind of faded off towards the end. He faded. That's why obviously he got subbed in the second half. For me, Andy Robinson played okay, but I'm not going to give him above 5. I'm probably going to give him the same as Trent. But he needs to start rotating him with Tsimikas. He needs to play Tsimikas, you know, to rotate Robbo. Robbo's getting old now, so you can't start playing him every single game. I'm not sure if Robbo played for Scotland. I'm not sure if he did. I'll go and check that out in a minute if he did play for Scotland. But he needs to start rotating Robbo because, you know what I mean? You need to keep Robbo fresh because obviously, for me, he's still our best left back, yeah? He's still our best left back, but he needs to be playing in moderation. You know, he can't be playing every single game. So I'm going to give Robbo a 5 or 10. What's your opinion on Robbo and what you think a slot should do? But I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10.
I think, like you said, Tsimikas started. I think these couple of games going forward now, start Tsimikas. Robbo needs a rest. You know, we can't be starting every single game, especially coming from international break. We need Tsimikas to start more. Robbo today, losing out every single one-on-one. Losing out. We didn't see the overlapping runs. And when he did make the run, he lost the ball. So leaky today. You know, he was clumsy. Of course, Alango beating him. Then he had to make the tactical foul, which was, you know, I don't really mind. But, you know, costing him a yellow card is where that, you know, he was just clumsy today, Robertson. That's all I can say. No really overlapping runs. He should have been subbed off a bit, you know, earlier, in my opinion. But yeah, Robertson I give 4 because I didn't see that. You know, when you see that fire in someone, you see that passion. I didn't see any of that today. And you know what Robertson's like? He played for the badge. He's passionate. I didn't see that in that today from Robbo. And yeah, 4.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. I think I'm going to go with you on that one. I gave him a 5, but I think, yeah, I don't know. I think he could warrant a 5 though, because I thought defensively he was okay a little bit, but he did struggle to move up the park because that's the decline. He's declining, isn't it? And you can see that in front of our eyes. This is why Slots he has to play with moderation. I don't think Timmy Cass is injured, you know. So we'll see how it goes. So where is Rubble? Oh, yeah, I'll give him go on then. I think he deserves it. Go on, so whatever. So we're going to the next one. Ryan Gravenberch. I'll let you go on him. I'll let you go on first on him.
Gravenberch. Again, nothing. And it's simple words, but it's how they play in the game. Yeah. And when I saw him play in the game, right, I didn't see that vision. No vision. I didn't see no vision. No defensive skills, especially playing that double pivot. You'd expect to be good defensively. I didn't see any of that today. You know, of course, he was good in ability-wise. You know, a couple good passes, but in my opinion, I didn't see him play as good as he did in the last couple of games. And I want to see the Gravenberch where he's always visionary. He's always, you know, making the good through balls, passes. I didn't see none of that, barely any of that today. Of course, there's some parts of these sparks, but Gravenberch for me, I'd give a 4. In my opinion, I didn't think he deserved any higher than that. Of course, you can argue for a 5 because you know he was a few good through balls in that match, but for me, Gravenberch 4. That's in my opinion.
Gravenberch through the game, what I saw of him, he had a couple of excellent drives when he was going forward, but I thought he had an average game. I thought his first 2 games, what he had with Liverpool, first 3 games were excellent, but I thought he had an excellent game. I mean, today he had an average game, but maybe like again he was off as well, and again he was playing in the international break. And I know I'm using this international break a lot. I get it, but it is true. And people are going to say, yeah, but it's the same for everybody. Yeah, I get it, but at the end of the day, it's true. Maybe they should try and fit the international break in another time of the season. I don't know. I don't like how we have to, like, when we was on the momentum, yeah. I don't like how the season just starts and 4 games in international break straight away. Maybe they should have waited till like more near Christmas time. I don't know, but obviously they can't because they got Champions League. I know we're playing more Champions League, but I thought Gravenberch overall, it was just an average game. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10, maybe. 6.
I said 4, but you can give him a 6.
I'll give him a 5. How about that one? We'll meet in the middle. So, what about Dominic Szoboszlai?
I think Szoboszlai, I didn't see. I just think he passed the ball in the wrong ways, in the wrong positions. He moved towards the left towards the end of the game. Of course, when we played 4-3-3, didn't do any much well. I think he did worse there in the left centre position because that was his old position where he was played out of position from, and he was not good there. He was best playing in the free position. And again, when we went to the 4-3-3 flat, wasn't good at all. Didn't benefit Szoboszlai. Could have been quicker. Again, too slow. Too slow. Way too slow. You know, he had a inaccurate shot towards the end of the game. Poor outcome from Dominic Szoboszlai. I mean, I'll give a 4. Another 4.
Gravenberch, for 4 Gravenberch. He didn't really make a big impact for me. He had some spells where he was kind of good in the air. He never really got beaten a lot, but the guy just couldn't unpick Forest's defense. I think he struggled to unpick it to try and navigate through the defense. and he looked, like I said, he looked lethargic. He looked down. He looked like he had about 3-4 hours sleep. You know, a lot of the team. He looked like he just crawled out of bed. He looked tired. His legs looked tired. So I'm gonna give Sabo. I think he deserves a 5 because I thought he was okay in the air, but he just couldn't unpick the defense of Forest. So I'm gonna give him a 5.
Mm.
We settle for that?
Yeah, you can have 5. Yeah.
Where is he? Did I put Sabo in there? Where's Sabo? I didn't put him on there now. Oh yeah, there he is. 5. So the next one is, I'll give you this one. McAllister. I thought he put McAllister.
I think McAllister for me. I think I'll give a 6. I think
yeah, go on.
I think he's done slightly better. You know, good performance in the first half. But again, as the game went on, he started to get slow. I think, you know, some of his balls were good.
Yeah.
Some of his free balls also good as well. But yeah, international break hindering him, in my opinion, Looked fatigued when it come to about after the first half. He looked fatigued. Yeah, 6 for McAllister. I think did okay game, but not much in my opinion. So yeah, it's going to be a 6 for McAllister.
Yeah, McAllister. He was superb in parts in the midfield. I think realistically, he was the only midfielder today capable of opening up Forest up. But again, he looked a bit tired. Like I said, I'll say it again and again. He looked a bit tired, but for me, he was probably our best midfielder today. I was a bit surprised that he got subbed, being our best midfielder, but he did. I thought he was Liverpool's best player today. But I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. What did you give him?
I gave 6 for McAllister.
So we'll give him a 6.5. What are you saying? 6.5, cool.
Yeah.
So let's go to the strikers. I think these will be a bit low. You know, I think these numbers are going to be a bit low today. Mohamed Salah, his final touch was horrendous. He was very greedy. He didn't want to pass. He wanted to be a one-man army. He was just not on it today. And I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10 because for me, that's what he deserves.
I think Salah deserves a Whatless. I think,
All right. I'm gonna see what Whatless is. Yeah, go on then. I complete Whatless. Go on if you want to see. I'll go with that.
Running up the wings, doing the little tap to the middle, to no one, to a defender who's ready to get the ball and just hoof it up. All Nottingham Forest is doing, as soon as they score that first goal, low block, hoof up the pitch, just clear the ball. Every time the centre back gets the ball, hoof, up the pitch, right? Because Nottingham Forest was just fighting for their life, fighting for a win. So they got the first goal, low block, shut up shop, done. And when we was on the attack, we just passed it into no man's land. When a team is playing low block and ready to hoof that ball, like we've got to keep onto that ball, and we weren't doing that. There was no control.
Yeah.
You know, especially in the last part of the game, no control whatsoever. Not dealing us with in that defense. No control. Where's the options, man?
I know.
Salah's down the wings. Where's the options? There's no one in the middle. There's no one behind. There's no one coming short. There's no one in the box ready for a cross. You think Salah won't find him? Of course Salah will find him, but there was no one in the box.
I
Of course Salah as a whole had chance to pass the ball but didn't. Just took the geezer on with no sense of idea whatsoever. Even they had clear options, still took the geezer on. Which, you know, fair enough. You took the geezer on. But you failed every single one-on-one. Alex Moreno locked you up in that when he was playing left back. Alex Moreno for Nottingham Forest. Every single time Salah got the ball, interception. Probably played one of the best games of his entire career. One of the best games of his entire career he probably played. Right? Because Nottingham Forest wanted that win. They needed that win. Right? For, of course, points on the board. I think every team needs a win at this point. You know, they want to get as much points on the board as possible. But Nottingham Forest doesn't want to get relegated. You know, they were close to relegation. Nearly close to regulation and fight out of it last season. They want to stay. They want to stay in the Premier League, and that's what Nottingham Forest. Every single game, they're going to put the heart and passion into it. You know, treat it like a final. So, yeah, Salah for me, whatless. You know, did absolutely nothing. Passed it into no man's land. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So he's going to get a whatless. Diogo Jota. What are you saying?
The same. Whatless. Not good enough. Not good enough. I don't know what has happened with Jota. He hasn't scored in 6 games. I think I'm right. He hasn't scored in 6 games. That is unusual for Jota. He was coming to this season high hopes. High hopes are going to be our main number 9. Our main striker. Centre forward. He's going to be our deadly finisher. Because you know what Jota's like. He's in front of goals. He's finishing every time. Now, he's missing every time when he's in front of goals. And he barely gets the ball. He looks tired. And he looks tired, fatigued. That's not an excuse no more for Jota. That is not an excuse. Even before international break, he played just as worse. So you can't use the international break excuse for Jota, because it's not a good excuse at all for Jota. Jota was playing terrible before the international break. Coming into the season, he was not getting involved in nothing. No assist, no goals, not even 1 or 2 goals here and there. Not even assist, no goal contribution whatsoever. Right, and don't know what's wrong with Jota at this point. Hope he gets it together. Because at this point, we need to buy a striker. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling now. We need to buy a striker. We should have brought Ivan Toney when he's on the market. Ivan Toney had no club. Ivan Toney had no club to go to. He won. He would have easily came to Liverpool.
And he's a Liverpool fan as well.
You think he wanted to go to Saudi and hinder his career at Saudi? Of course, he went for the bag, right? But he had no choice. No club wanted him, right? You had a clinical striker right there, deadly, guaranteed you 20 plus goals a season. 20 plus goals a season, best player for Brentford, one of the best strikers for Brentford, right? We could have brought that guy, clinical. Arsenal wanted him. I remember last season, lots of Arsenal fans saying Ivan Toney. They wanted Ivan Toney because they know what Ivan Toney's like in front of goals.
I know.
That was a free transfer. Like, he weren't actually a free transfer, but it was kind of like a free transfer. No club was in for him, right? Yeah, he had no club to go to, right? When it was coming to the end of that transfer window, we should have put a deal down. We should have put a transfer offer down for Ivan Toney, right? And we didn't. We blew it. He's gone to Saudi. Don't know how many years. Probably go for a year. Then he'll probably go to another Premier League club or maybe another club in the Champions League, maybe. Because he's still a good striker. He's still a good age. I think he's 29. He's still a good age. You know, and we'll catch him at his good age, right? Coming to Liverpool, main striker, he'd have been so good. And not necessarily maybe the main striker, maybe Jota will still start. But if Jota's not performing, we'll put on Ivan Toney as a starter. Yeah. We need a deadly striker. We've got no deadly strikers at this point. All our strikers are out of form. Out of form, and that is look at City with Haaland up front. He's just a nuisance. A nuisance. In front of goals, he's scoring every single time. No drop of pace, no drop of form. Right? Even though the only way to stop Haaland is to mark him out. Right? But even then, he's still scoring. Either one goal here and there. A goal's a goal at the end of the day. A goal's a goal. You know, and oh gosh. We should have brought Ivan Toney, in my opinion. We should have brought him. He was there for the taking. We did not take it. And that's not Slap's fault. That's our sporting directors. That's their fault. Right? You can say our sporting directors, they was involved in when we were winning Champions Leagues, you know, with that Barcelona moments, they was involved then. What are they doing now, actually?
Yeah.
Forgetting the past. I don't want to live in the past like United. Because you know what United fans are like, live in the past. I don't want to live in the past, right? I want to go to now. Now, the sporting directors are doing absolutely terrible. What they're actually bringing to this club. One signing. We needed a 6 and a left-footed centre-back. One signing. And, yeah, never happened. Never happened. But, yeah, overall, you know, that's what I think about it.
So what are you giving him?
Salah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's already in Woodless, isn't he? Yeah, Woodless.
Oh, yeah, so okay. So the next one is Thiago Jota. So me.
I was talking about Jota, I think. Yeah, we're just talking about Jota. Yeah, Woodless.
For me, what a struggle to get behind Forest's defence. And he's been like this for a while. You know, he's been like this for a while. He has struggled. And I think in the international break, he played okay, but he hasn't really played good the last couple of games, Jota. And I can't give him a high number, even though for me he's a bad boy player. But today he just didn't have a good game. So for me, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Standard for me.
Yeah, I think Woodless for Jota. I don't think Google way off his pace this game.
Yeah.
You know, and simply you know, that deadly striker we all know of. Of course, I just explained on that huge monologue about
know. So I'm gonna with you now. I'm just sorting some stuff out.
Jota. I just want a deadly striker back, man. Like I said, we should have took advantage of Ivan Toney when we had him. But it's not even about Ivan Toney at this point. It's about that none of our strikers are in form, and that is bad. Because you can have a good team around you. If that striker, that main striker who's going to get you all the goals, he's not scoring or in form or just scoring every single chance, it's a bad sign. Because if you want a complete team, all our players need to be on form, and Jota's not in form even before the international break. You can't use excuse in Jota for international break. You can't use that excuse anymore because before the international break, he still played crap.
Yeah.
And yeah, he had his chances, didn't bury him. Actually, before and after the break, had all his chances, didn't bury him, putting them wide or putting them into the stands.
Mm.
So, yeah, what for me for Jota was not good enough in the centre forward role.
So, what are you giving him?
Whatless.
All right. I'll put it down. I'll give him 4. I'll meet you in the middle. Now, let's go to Luis Diaz. He hit the post early on. For me, I thought he should have passed. You know, that time at the near the beginning, he should have passed that. There was people there waiting for the ball, but he went for on the angle. He hit the bar. That was the only really good chance that we had. And after that, he faded, and he was subbed in the second half. He faded. He got subbed for Gakpo. It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think
I'm gonna give him a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, same. I'll give the 5 out of 10 for Diaz. Could have scored. I think I had one chance, but again, Diaz quiet, all game quiet. Didn't really get involved. But yeah, 5 for Diaz. There's no really words meant to say.
Yeah, 5 out of 10. That's the number. Remember you remember? Look, I'm not hating on Diaz, right? I'll tell you straight. If he was gonna go to Barcelona, let him go. He was for us last season. He was one of the worst players for us last season. People talked about Nunes missing. He missed a lot as well, yeah. And for me, at the end of the day, he had one bad season. He was bad last season. And because he had 3 good games, everybody says, there you go, he's back. I told you he was a good player. Because he had 3 good games. 3 good games. But they forgot about what happened last season. Last season when he was horrendous. Last season, you remember that when he was horrendous? Horrendous last season he was. Horrendous. And because he's had 3 good games, everybody thinks, oh, that's it. Told you he was a world-class player. Doesn't work that way. Like you said at the beginning of the season, you want to see it for the entire season, not just for 3 games. And today, I don't think he had a good game at all. Yeah, that's one shot at goal, which he should have passed, and he never. And people are going to say, turn around and say to me, oh, you got an agenda. There's no agenda. I've stayed consistent. If Barcelona would have put a bid in for him, I would have said, see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. And I wouldn't have cared. And I've stayed consistent all along. And because he had 3 good games, he's back again. We'll see what happens anyway. But today, I don't think he had that much of a good of a game. I think he should have squared that. And he never. He went for the shot on his own and he failed. So I'm going to give him 5 out of 10. You know what? Yeah. Forget that. I'm giving him 4.
Yeah, I'll give him 4 as well. You know,
he was no better than Robinson and Jota.
No, quiet. I think the whole front 4, all needs blaming that Sabo, Jota, Robbo. They don't need the same treatment, man. And yeah, they deserve 4s.
Fair enough. So the next one is go with the subs now. Darwin Nunes. He came on for Jota. His chaotic presence, which he's known for. You know that he's always known for being chaotic. But he didn't have a chance to score really. He wasn't really on for that long. I wish, like we discussed at the beginning of the video, I wish they would have played him longer, but they never. So I'm going to give Darwin Nunes a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, 6. No.
That's what I'm giving him.
I'd say 5. I just think that, you know, just come on, last minutes of the game. You know, you don't really expect much from him. When he come on, he deserves a full game, in my opinion. I think Nunes deserves to start the next game. So yeah, Nunes 5 for me. You
think Slot will start him in the new game? The next game?
No. I don't think so. I think he's going to start Jota again. But yeah, Nunes 5. 5,
okay. I was going to give him 6, but you give him 5, man. The next one, Conor Bradley for me. He came on from McAllister, had nothing like the same impact that he had in the previous games. He dropped in defence, pulled down Hudson as well in the box, but no penalty was awarded, which could have been a penalty. He looked kind of sloppy as well when he came on, Conor Bradley. Not the good old Bradley where when he used to replace Trent, he was a bad boy. Didn't happen. But it is what it is, and it's so. I'm going to give Conor Bradley, for me, 5. I thought, a 4. I'm going to give him a 4. So he's there with Diaz and Robbo, and 4 out of 10 for me for Conor Bradley.
Yeah, I think Conor Bradley for me played a couple of good interceptions. I thought he looked stable, but again, he got beaten lots of times, man. You know, got pulled off the ball. So much that physicality weren't really there. You know,
not today.
Yeah, Conor Bradley 4.
So the next sub is Cody Gakpo. He came on for Diaz. Barely had an opportunity to run through Forest, and he wasn't the only one. In my opinion. Yeah. So I'm gonna give Cody Gakpo 5 out of 10.
Yeah, so I offered barely today. That's another guy who deserves a full game as well. That's another guy who should start over Diaz next game, and I think Nunes should start over Jota next game as well. Give him a run out, you know.
So the next one is Tsimikas, replace Robinson. I can't really give anything for him. Replace Curtis Jones coming as well. Arnie Slot today, I'm going to give him, I'm not going to give him a high number today. he made a bold change on the hour as he took off his best player, McAllister. That was a mistake by him. McAllister was our best player today, and he took him off, as well as Jota and Diaz as well. Diaz maybe if he wanted to take him off, whatever, but for me, he made a bold. The McAllister one was a big one for me. And the way he set up today, and when he moved to the back three, that was like almost inviting more pressure to our back three. You know, when we went back to back three, that was like more pressure on our defense, and I thought that was a mistake. Maybe went into panic mode, maybe. But so for me, Arnie Slot today, and you know I'm fair, and I'm going to give it him. I think he's poor.
Poor. I don't think we didn't see that start of play. I think it's time for him to react, you know, because of course international break. You know, didn't really.
For me, Diaz, after he hit the post, he faded. So really, I might even put Beer. You know what? I might even put him in a what list, because after he hit that post, he didn't really do anything. After that, he kind of faded, in my opinion. So yeah, carry on. What you giving Slot? I'm going to give him a free. I'm going to give him a what list.
Yeah, what list for me? You know,
he's there with Salah.
Yeah.
So that's it then, bro. That was the That's it. So Liverpool losing to Nottingham Forest, and yeah, losing to Nottingham Forest, man. We just got to pick ourselves up and move on to the next one. Manza saying on the chat room that listen, at the end of the day, I get where people's coming from. If people want to say that, we know about Slot and all that, yeah. But look, I'm not gonna judge him, and I'm not gonna criticize him, and I'm not gonna big him up until Christmas. At least give the man to Christmas. We know he's not Jurgen Klopp. We get it. We know he's not Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, there's not many managers are Jurgen Klopp. You know, I was so angry when Jurgen Klopp left. I was angry and upset as well. He's gone. He's left the football club. I didn't want him to leave, but all I'm saying, I'll stay consistent. Where are all those Klopp haters now? You remember when I said when Klopp left? What did I say when Klopp left? And I said this clearly: be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. That's exactly what I said. I'm not saying Slot is a crap manager. I'm not saying Slot is a brilliant manager. I would judge him. I will give you the judgment after Christmas. After Christmas, I will give the judgment on Slot. I'm not going to run him down after a couple of games. I'm not going to do it. Give him at least to Christmas. What is it now? We're in September now. Couple more months, it's going to be Christmas. 3 more months, we're going to be Christmas time. Then judge him. You know, when we go through that Christmas period, we play loads of games. Judge him then. And like I said, when we get to the Champions League games, we play someone like Real Madrid, we've got AC Milan on Wednesday, Tuesday. Judge him then. But at least give him to Christmas time. That's all I'm saying. Give him to Christmas. So that's it, man. That's the end of the review. The final whistle, as we call it now, the final whistle. So, Total Hammer, what's your thoughts and your overall thoughts on the game, and so we can sign off?
I think people should calm down about Slot. That's my first thing. I think we should still give him time. It's only been 3 games, man. Just chill out. We don't want to be Chelsea, right? I want to see people. What manager would you like to see next when Slot's out the door? And I'm thinking, whoa, it's only been 4 games, man. Chill out.
Well,
Just chill out. Just take a chill pill and just chill out, man, because it's only been 4 games. Give the man a chance. Give the man a chance, right? You was loving his football 3 games ago. Absolutely loving his football. Come on YouTube, Arnie Slot ball, best football in the league. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. I never said that. I said we could have a chance of winning the league. I still think we've got a chance to win the league, but we've just got to knuckle down. That's all we've got to do is knuckle down, win our games, and the players should be more alert. Of course, we've got an international break to think about, which of course is an excuse. So we'll get a pass on that one. The only one who ain't get a pass is Jota. Jota ain't got a pass at the international break. Before the international break, he still played crap, right? Yeah. But what I think, people should calm down about Slot. Give him a season. If Slot finishes top 4, well done. Well done. Right? If Arnie Slot finishes top 4, well done to him. Come in next season, get a couple good players. If the sporting directors actually have a brain, right, they'll go and get out some players, right, and then we'll be good. Arnie Slot will go for another season and see how he does then. Then I'll make my definition after next season. In this season, if you don't finish top 4, then you can have a conversation. If you finish Europa League's not an option this year. We've got to go for the top 4. We've got to go for Champions League, right? Because it's not necessary we're gonna win the Champions League, right? It's not necessary. We've got a lack of depth. That's a big minus straight away, and that's gonna cost us in the Champions League. So we've got to finish top 4. League's got to be our main priority at this point, right? Of course, you got FA Cups and Carabao Cups to worry about, but I think our main priority is the league. We've got to finish top 4. That's what Arne Slot's got to do. Finish top 4, and it'll be fine. His job will be good, right? Then next season, then mate, that's where you can make your definition, right? If you finish top 4, if you don't finish top 4, then you can start saying things. You can be concerned. If next season doesn't do as much, then you can say Arne Slot out, right? But after 4 games, nowhere near, right? You've got to trust the process. I know some people don't like hearing that phrase, you trust the process, but it is a process because it's not Arne Slot's team. It's not Arne Slot teams. Half of his team not Arne Slot signings. Oh, maybe
none of them are. The only one is Chiesa.
The only one is Chiesa.
And that goalkeeper.
The Marma Shadali.
Maybe Edwards wanted him though. I think Edwards wanted him.
Yeah.
Maybe. So really, it's basically Klopp's team anyway.
Yeah, but Arne Slot wanted more players, but Edwards is not giving him it. Sporting directors are not giving him it. I don't know what the sporting directors are smoking at this point, but they need to wake up, right? And when it comes to January, buy some flipping players, man. Just buy some players. Buy a 6, buy a left back, buy a right back, buy a striker, buy a midfielder. Do anything, man. We need as much time as possible if we're going to challenge for Champions League positions and the league and the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup.
Yeah. We
need players. And that's it, man. We need to stay injury free this season. Of course, we already got an injury, which is Jones, and recently come back, which is today. And then we got Elliott. So 2 injuries already so far in for Liverpool. Jones has come back, but Elliott's injured. You know, I was expecting top things from Elliott this season. Of course, he was injured. You're not going to see that really in a couple of months. I don't know what injury he's got, but let's hope Elliott comes back into fitness, provides that backup position for the 10 role, and of course the right wing role, which Salah's in. But yeah, I think that's my views. People can't know about Slot. Still a long way to go. Long season. Got Champions League as well against AC Milan, and that's not going to be an easy game either. So we've got to buckle up and see what the season's got to offer for us.
Yeah, like I said, I understand all the frustration with the fans. I get it. I'm frustrated as well, but we're just going to give it time. We know Jurgen Klopp. No one's ever going to replace Jurgen Klopp. It is what it is. The club's got to move on. I know a lot of people don't like Arne Slot. Never heard that last week or the week before. I heard a lot of people singing a different tune. But it is what it is. Look, it's just the way we got Arne Slot. Yeah, give him time. Just give him time. Judge him at Christmas, because at Christmas, the reason why I say Christmas, I keep repeating myself, is because by Christmas we've played everybody. We've been playing everybody in the league. By then we've played Arsenal, we've played Man City, we've played Chelsea, we've played Tottenham. Now, if we come through them games unscathed, and we come into the Christmas period, and we're in a decent spot in the league, and basically we beat Chelsea, we beat Tottenham, we draw or beat Man City, we beat Arsenal. What are people going to say about Slot then, innit? I'm not backing, so I'm just telling you, the guy's only been in the job for 4 games.
Mm.
The guys took over. He just took over 4 games ago. 4 games. You remember the players that he wanted didn't get. He wanted to give him, and he didn't get. There was a couple of players that he wanted didn't get him. That's on the sporting director. That's not on Slot. So just give him a chance. I'm not giving him the praise. I'm not running him down either. I will give you my assessment at Christmas if I'm Slot out or not. Simple. We know he's not as good as Klopp. We know he's not as good as Klopp. Not many managers are. You know, he was top 2 manager in the world, top 3. Ancelotti, him and Pep. They were the top 3 managers in the world. Now Klopp's retired. It is what it is, isn't it? Sneaky getting that last Dortmund game and knows exactly what he's doing as well. But anyway, we move. At the end of the day, we've got this. That's it. It's what we can do. So I'm signing out. I'll be back tomorrow. Straight after we've got Formula 1 tomorrow. Formula 1 day tomorrow. Race day. Straight after the race day, we'll be going live, doing the live review. And Monday, we're doing the player rating for the Champions League game because Liverpool play on Tuesday in the Champions League. So we'll be doing on Monday the player lineup as well. So they're the 2 things we've got coming up on the channel. Big up to everybody. Thanks for everybody who joined today. We've got Jordan. We've got Anfield Uncle Rods. We've got the Blue Board Analysis, Chelsea fan. We've got everyone in here today. So big up to everybody. See you later, guys. Big up. We'll be chatting in the LRC WhatsApp group as well. We're talking in there, going off in that group. It's crazy. But it is what it is, man. Big up to everybody. See you later, guys. Let's put the trailer on. But before we go, we're going to say goodbye to our mascot. And our mascot today, and always, is this guy, Crazy Man. There you go. There's our mascot, Kurgan. So it is what it is. I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. We're done. We are done. See you later, guys. Big up. Big up.